29 years ago, when I was 28, yeah, long time ago, I was actually 28 at one point in my life, I was invited with a number of other colleagues working at the firm I was at called Plums, based out of Wigan, the largest Bang and Olufsen dealer in the world at the time, from Wigan. We were invited to go and see at the Belfry in Birmingham a new product that Bang and Olufsen were launching. In fact, two new products. There was the AV9000 and the Beosound 9000. We didn't know what it was. We just went for a wonderful day out to Birmingham, where we got to see the most iconic product Bang & Olufsen have ever made, in my opinion. And I don't use that word term lightly. Iconic is the correct phrase for this product. This is the legendary Beosound 9000 on its original design floor stand. Where do we start with the Beosound 9000? David Lewis designed a product which was the original form and concept of it, that David Lewis was seeing a world of black audio systems where CDs were put inside multi-CD racks, quite clunky plastic looking things. And the original theory behind it was the art that was on the front of the CDs. He wanted to be able to see it. So he created a hi-fi system that he could view the art on the front of the actual CDs. And this is an important fact with this unit and how the operation of this product worked going forward. So the Beosound 9000 is essentially a 6 CD player. So we can put 6 CDs in this particular unit. We can eject at the side here. We then have 2 clamps on the actual Beosound 9000 CD driver, which is one here and one here. We offer the CD player or the CD itself into the first clamp and then just squeeze it around. Now this is important. You must make sure that you put the CD in the correct orientation. You can see this particular Queen album we've got here. We've got the album name. We've got the All Rise to Gregory Porter at the bottom here. And if we select the All Rise to Gregory Porter, what we'll do is we'll select the Queen album we just put in. So if we select the Queen album that we just put in, the CD will move up. You'll see the CD pick up and start driving around, spinning at the speed that CD spin at. We then go to the Gregory Porter album, which is in CD number 3. And the CD player, magically, will remember how it was put in. So if you put it in correctly, it will remember the orientation that it was actually placed in. If you have it on the table stand or the horizontal wall bracket, you put them CDs in a different way. You put them in like that. And obviously then the orientation is correct for the orientation of the actual hi-fi system. Dead simple. You put it in, easy to change, and then you select, eject, close, and we close the CD. Marvellous. Engineering at its best. The Beosound 9000 is, and probably still is, the fastest CD changer in the world. The acceleration, if memory serves me, a long time ago, it accelerates faster than a Ferrari if the Ferrari was only going 3 feet. So the CD clamp mechanism is a work of art in itself, and it allows you in random mode that it will fly up and down playing every track on every CD without much of a pause at all in between the music. So it's a continuation of music on random. Obviously, you know, it's not as quick as a streaming service, but it is a really good way of doing it. So one of the interesting, incredible features, safety features of the Beosound 9000 is the fact that the CD mechanism has an incredible braking system. As you can see, it's an open mechanism, and little fingers can be visiting the various points of the CD player. And this is a problem if we are changing discs, which if you see here, the CD mechanism changes at a heck of a rate, up and down. The actual player. Now, if we want to introduce a foreign object, let's introduce digit number 1 to this. So we press the bottom button. Ready, Daniel? And it breaks. You break the beam between the two sensors, nice and simple, and the mechanism stops instantly without causing any damage to digits of any age, especially digit number 1. So anyway, yeah, great, really good safety feature, works brilliantly, and we just love the 9000. It's beautiful, it really is. And of course, the versatility of the Beosound 9000 meant that you could place it in different settings. So the classic is, of course, the floor stand, which we've got here, and a pair of Bang and Olufsen speakers either side. You can, of course, do the table stand, which reverses the Beosound 9000 into a different orientation altogether, where you access it from the top, or you can do the fantastic vertical or horizontal wall brackets. Now, these are quite difficult to get hold of. So if you can get hold of one, please do, or contact your Bang & Olufsen dealer and perhaps they can help you trying to get one of these, because nobody manufactures these brackets anymore. Perhaps somebody should start doing that, I don't know. So just how versatile is the Beosound 9000 nearly 30 years after it was created? I'll tell you how versatile it is. You can buy yourself a Beosound Core, which we have here. This is the latest streaming device giving you Apple AirPlay, Chromecast or Bluetooth functionality. This device will connect using cables. Steve at Sounds Heavenly, our good friend Steve, his website will be on the listed at the bottom of this page, Daniel, yeah? Correct? Good. He'll get the cables for you. That'll connect into your 9000. All your STB brackets is busy at the moment in time doing a bracket. So this core can be hung on the back of your standard 9000 floor stand we've got here. I'm not quite sure how it's going to orientate because the bracket doesn't exist yet, but it will do shortly. And the cable just connects right into the unit. That's the versatility of the product. But where it really gets exciting is what speakers should we put with this product? We can supply you with a recreated Beosound 9000 from our friends at Multicare in Leeds. One of these 9000s, which we lovingly source from around the world, we will then refurbish entirely at Multicare in Leeds. We then get the products ready for sale and shipment around the world. Let me know if you're interested in doing something like this on the comments below, and we can organise either a product or a shipment for you, or pretty much any way you like. You can, of course, use legacy speakers. We've got a pair of Beolab 6002s here. Now, 6002 was a speaker that didn't make very long. It was a latter part of the 6000 range back in the day. The 6002 is a wonderful speaker. Possibly 8000 would be better, I don't know, but you can, whichever legacy speaker you may or may have, that will connect into the Beosound 9000. You can, of course, connect the latest speakers to this to give you the latest design. You've got Beolab 28s, which would look fantastic next to a Beosound 9000. In fact, we'll put a set of 28s over here and just do a quick some shots of those. Won't we, Daniel? Sure? Good. Also connect Beolab 8s and pretty much anything you want. You can even connect it direct into a shape and into the auxiliary into the shape. So it's just however you want to connect it and whatever speakers you want to use. But of course, you're buying the design. This is what you're buying this for. This was designed 30 years ago, well, 29 years ago. And it still looks incredible. There's nothing in the world that looks like a Beosound 9000, apart from a Beosound 9000. And it just is an amazing piece of equipment. I've loved it since the day I saw it all those years ago. Yeah, I've sold quite a few over the years. But I look forward to selling more now that we are capable of refurbishing these products and giving them more life, which is fantastic. Get another 30 years out of your products. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, this is the Beosound 9000. I'll let Daniel do some filming about how it changes CDs, etc. It just is a wonderful piece of equipment. So yeah, Beosound 9000, legacy products, recreated for 2025, Bang & Olufsen Manchester. If you like the video, subscribe. We'd love nothing more than subscriptions, and people will then find our channel on YouTube. Okay, like to see you in the next video. See you again. Bye.